Welcome to a great scene here. Excitement and energy flowing in the stadium as we get ready for this week's Game of the Week. We can only hope that it matches the hype. This is not a normal matchup. Two teams ranked in the top 10, colliding right here in the middle of the season, trying to make a strong statement. Big playoff implications. We'll see a team that's had a chance to rest from a bye week, the South Florida Bulls, taking on the 7th-ranked team in the land, the Georgia State Panthers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, here in the booth with Kirk Herbstreit. I think we've talked long enough, Kirk. Let's get this game going. Kickoff team has come on the field now to send this one away. He'll bring it out from his end zone. Tackled at the 13. Not great field position to start the drive. So the USF Bulls offense begins backed up here thanks to that poor return. And Kirk, here comes the star tight end. There's so much emphasis in college football on using this position creatively. I mean, this guy's as good as any of them.
Yeah, you nailed it, Chris. We've seen tight ends have a big impact in college football in the past, but what this guy is doing right now is unbelievable. Speed of a wide receiver, size and power of an offensive lineman. We're looking at a freak out there today.
Here's the second down play. Handoff here from the shotgun. And the senior able to make the stop after a short gain.
Chris, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively, but what I've been always impressed with defenses that really build their defense to play in space still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly what we saw right there.
He's got a man down the middle. Tackle made after a big gain. The Bulls getting set on 1st and 10. They'll run it from the gun. Solid gain, moves the ball to the 43.
Great job by the offensive line here, opening up some holes and giving the running back room to run on 1st down. Plays like this can open up the playbook for the play caller, allow him to make that defense think, are they going to run? Maybe play action, maybe throw the ball downfield.
Breaks loose at the 40. They've got him, but it's a huge gain. They'll spot it about the 27. And a player is down injured after that last play. They'll take a timeout while they check him out. The Bulls pick up enough yardage to move the sticks. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a 1st down. So 2 big plays in a row. The defense is reeling here. Now it's 1st and goal.
Well, this is exactly what you want to see as an offense to open up a football game. Everything seems to be working, whether they're running the football, as we saw right there, able to protect, throw the football with timing and rhythm. Everything on full display for this offense to let this defense know they could be in for a long day.
Ball back at the 10-yard line now for 2nd and goal. Using the ground game here. Tailback has the handoff. Ball carrier tackled there.
It's a nice play by this defense, and now you're thinking about 3rd down and goal from around the 5-yard line. You got a real shot to come up with a stop here. Whether they run it or throw it, you get a stop here and maybe hold them to 3 points.
Game sets up a 3rd down and goal from the 6. Solid tackle, able to get him down.
Here we go, Chris. Early in the game, opening drive. This is a big decision and really an opportunity to send a message for this offense. Do you go for this close to the goal line and make that statement, or do you settle for 3?
He did not get it. A crucial play by this defense. What a 4th down stop. So Georgia State's offense takes the field. Our first chance to see them today. Well, wide receiver, Kirk, this dangerous, who lines up all over the place. Can the linebackers step up and help out the secondary enough today?
Yeah, usually you see these matchups, a slot receiver has a big advantage. But I'll tell you, this linebacker is an excellent athlete, but the wide receiver he's covering today will pose a textbook challenge to see if he can truly cover.
Offense operating at high tempo now, no huddle. And then 1st down, right back to the running game. They make the stop, but not before a solid gain that time. And that run, good for 1st down yardage. The drive moves on. Off the play fake, looking to throw. He's running out of time here. Oh, the sack is made there by the freshman.
Well, you got to do a better job with your fake as the quarterback. The defense did not bite at all on the play action, allowing them to continue to come after the quarterback and come up with that sack.
Quarterback looking to throw it on second down. It's a short completion to the big tight end. And they bring him down after a solid gain, but it's still well short of the first down marker. The offense now facing a 3rd and long from the 26. Got to avoid a mistake here. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. And he's going to stretch the defense, taking a deep shot here. And that's incomplete. They weren't afraid to let it fly, but it brings up a 4th down. And the punt team now on to kick it away. Bringing it back, it's Ortega. And the returner brought down by the coverage team. Here comes the Bulls offense back onto the field. Last possession, they went for it on 4th down, but got stoned. Let's see what they can do this time. Off the play fake on 1st down. Looking to scramble. Gets rid of it on the move. Ball's incomplete. A lot of heat on that throw.
Even though that was incomplete, that was a savvy play by the quarterback to escape the pocket and the pressure to avoid taking the sack there.
Not much on that play. Brought down short.
The defense coordinator this week all week telling us about gap integrity, not giving this running back any creases at all. Really sound defense on that play.
On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Catch made over the middle. He's found some room at the 45. And a big gain before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs. The offense will line up. Chance for a couple more plays before the end of the quarter. They'll run it here. And they get him down to wrap up the first period of play. Getting set for the second quarter here. Both offenses searching for a spark. They didn't do much in the first quarter at all. Offense getting set for a second down here to begin the quarter. Back to pass. It's Johnson. A short completion to the tight end. To get him down quickly, not much of a gain on that completion. As the tight end flex out into the slot, looking for a matchup there, Kirk.
Well, it is a matchup because he has the size where he's very difficult to be able to match up for his safety, and he's got the speed to be able to outrun a linebacker. That's why they like to flex him out like that and be able to pick up nice big gains like this.
That's a good effort on the run, but the defense stops him just short of the marker. 4th down now. Will come to the line on 4th down, looking to convert. Trying for a 4th down completion. Receiver makes the catch.
I thought the defense did a pretty good job here on this 4th down, but how about the quarterback? Throws an absolute laser to get that one in there for the first down.
And the back now goes in motion. On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. And he finds his tight end for the catch. Brought down after a 7-yard gain, so it's 2nd and 3.
Well, this is what coaches love to see. A quarterback with the ability to read the defense properly and then just get it to the open man. Sometimes it sounds simple, but it's tough to execute. This time we have good recognition by the quarterback. Then he gets it down to the tight end. You can see what he can do after the catch.
So now it's 3rd and short from the 21 as this defense tries to make a stand and force a field goal attempt or a 4th down stop. Play action fake, looking to throw. Trying to extend the play. Incomplete. He was hit as he threw the football there on 3rd down. They need 5 yards here on 4th down to keep the drive alive.
Hey, the good news is here, Chris, they're still in field goal range, and they didn't cost themselves any points. But they could have more. You've got to be thinking about going for this on 4th and short.
And the pass is intercepted as he throws into double coverage that time.
love this quarterback's athletic ability and the way he can create and improvise. Unfortunately here, he just didn't locate the defender, and he throws the interception.
Here comes the Georgia State offense back out there. The last possession, they were forced to kick it away. Can they finally get things going this time?
Defense does a really nice job here of being able to contain that run game, held him just to 2 yards. Chris, to me, this changes the playbook a little bit now for the offense. The guy calling the plays at 2nd and 8, that's a different deal. Now he's got to probably thinking about going through the air instead of staying on the ground.
Fresh center down for the offense, first down. They're going to run it. Finds room at the 30. And they'll move the 6 on that one. It's a first down at the 42. A running play gives the offense a fresh set of downs.
Big wins like this are just demoralizing for a defense. It's one thing to give up big plays over your head against the pass game. When teams can run the ball and pick up yards like this, it really affects the team's mental psyche and their confidence. And you'll start to see some missed tackles following a play like this.
And from the shotgun, an inside handoff. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. What will the call be on 3rd and long now from the 44? Drop him back. They're going to throw for the first down. And the ball is hauled in. Tackled inside the 40, and it's good enough for a first down. Tackle made, but a strong arm throw by the senior quarterback.
And you just continue to see the chemistry between these two. And they told us yesterday in our production meeting, they spent hours and hours of working and developing that chemistry and that rhythm by throwing together throughout those summer months. And, man, it's starting to really pay off. He's become his security blanket for the quarterback, and especially on 3rd down, get him the ball.
Looking to pass here on 2nd down. Quarterback delivers complete to the right side. They stop him after a short gain. It's not a first down. Made the catch, but he was surrounded, Kirk. Not much room to run.
They did a really good job that time of leveraging him out in space. I thought he might have a chance to be able to shake loose because he is so elusive. But defense, as you said, did a really good job in the open field surrounding him. Just nowhere for him to go to pick up any more positive yards.
So the coach will decide to settle for 3 points here. Out comes the field goal unit. This will be a long-range attempt, 51 yards out. Oh, and it's blocked. Somebody got a hand on it. It's picked up. It's a live ball here. The defense has it. The USF offense is back out there now. They had some good things going on the last drive, but it ended suddenly with the pick. Let's see what they can do here. First play of the drive, they'll come out throwing. And they hit him just as he releases the ball. It's incomplete.
It's 2nd down.
Important 2nd down play coming up. And he's back to throw again after that incompletion on 1st down. And this pass is caught. That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks, more than enough for a first down. The Bulls looking to use the up-tempo offense here. They're looking to throw now on 1st down. And here comes a deep shot. Tried to press the ball deep, but it's incomplete.
Well, it's an incompletion here, but I bet this secondary is going to play a little bit deeper just to make sure they don't get hit on any deep throws later in this game.
Quarterback checks the defensive look, makes some adjustments. He's back to throw again on 2nd and 10. He stays alive. On the run, he'll let it go. It's caught downfield. And he finally steps out of bounds after a huge gain. It'll be first down and goal.
That is great arm strength and accuracy by this quarterback. And let's not forget the wide receiver's job of bringing it in for that big gain.
Looking to the end zone, and he's got it. Touchdown, Bulls.
Great job here by the play caller going to that 5 wide receiver set. You put all these guys out in space and create one-on-one matchups. It's very tough on this defense to try to win all the matchups and give the quarterback credit for being able to find where he wanted to go to be able to come up with that touchdown.
And now they'll set up for the point after. PAT makes it 7-0. So the offense gets momentum scoring before halftime. Now the kickoff. We'll see if the defense can get us top and preserve that momentum. And the return starts just inside the end zone. And he's tackled at the 25. Same spot it would have been, and he left it in the end zone. So the offense looking to be efficient here. Not much time remaining before the end of the half. They'll try and run it. Here's the running back. That's a solid gain. Moves the ball to the 29. Minutes going to wrap up the first half here. Let's kick it now to Kevin Connors with our halftime update.
Guys, tough to beat the pageantry and quality of play so far today in Atlanta. And it's been said football is a game of inches. And guess what? Based on the comparison between third down conversion rate today and the average yard per play, how can you argue that? I mean, the low-lying fruit is to look at some of the explosive plays we've seen in panic. But really, this game is going to come down to which team is more efficient when they have the ball and how they play when it matters most.
First down here for this offense. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And he dumps it off to the tight end. A huge hit by the linebacker. A collision of big bodies there.
Well, that's pretty good coverage here by this defense. Not much of a window to throw this ball into, but the quarterback's accuracy and the size of the tight end picks up a nice gain.
So let's see what they like here on 3rd and short from inside their own 20. Important to pick up this first down. Here's the option play. Pitch to the back. Breaking free at the 35. Breaks into the clear. It's a sprint. Brought down after a big gain and a first down. Defense, no answer for the option that time.
Well, that shows you the trust they have in their offensive line in this running game. To get to a 3rd down, just trying to come up with a way to be able to keep this drive alive, keep hope alive that you can come back in this game. You rely on overlap.
Escapes the pocket, but cannot make a play, and they sack him. The offense will try to recover now. It's 2nd and 12.
And just like that, you squeeze the life out of this offense. That's another sack by this defense. They have been in that backfield the entire game, and a big reason why these guys are enjoying the lead.
Slides down to avoid the tackle. Still searching for their first touchdown of the game, but on the move now. It's 1st and 10.
Chris, watch him work through his progressions here. Finds the first and the second option aren't there. By the 3rd option, he's got to pull it down and try to pick up some positive yards, which he did, and then he slides down to avoid the big hit.
They'll hand it off. The sophomore with a strong tackle there. That run sets up a critical 3rd down play. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun. They've got him. It's a sack for the defense.
Well, that takes the wind right out of your sails. This offense is trying to find a way to get back into this game, and another pressure and a sack against their quarterback.
Coach elects to try for 3 points and sends out the field goal unit. And remember, he had one blocked earlier in the game. And that kick right down the middle. Can't hit it any better than that.
I was watching this guy in pregame. He has got a strong leg. Not surprised here he's able to put 3 points up here for the offense.
He's going to bring this out a few yards deep in the end zone. And he'll be stopped short of the 20-yard line. Good job by the coverage team. Here comes the USF offense back on the field now. They scored a touchdown in their last possession. Let's see if this defense can make adjustments and prevent that this time. And the runner brought down after just a short gain.
Brings up 2nd down.
Offense getting set up. Here's 2nd down. It's a run to the left. Breaking free at the 35. Well, that out of bounds after another big gain. They have chewed up this defense with the ground game today. They trust the left side of that offensive line and come up with a huge play on the ground.
Yeah, your favorite, Chris, there. The old pin and pull there to the left side. Great blocking on the left side, able to create a great push. Nice crease, and the back found that with the vision and picks up some big yards for that first down. Nice job here of controlling the line of scrimmage by this offensive line. The back does what he needs to do to get positive yards on first down.
A gain makes it second and medium. He's past the marker and still going. They make the tackle, but that's a solid gain. Moves the ball to the 34. The Bulls pick up enough for a first down here. They'll change the pre-snap look now. Looking to throw. It's Johnson. The pocket breaking down. Looking to scramble now. Slides to avoid the big hit.
Well, they did a good job of getting pressure on the quarterback, but, man, make the play, bring him down. Instead, they give up positive yards here on the scramble.
Off the play fake, looking to throw the football. And he's going to fling it deep, going for it all here. Oh, and it's batted down by the defense. Great play to deny a touchdown. So the offense faces third and short from the plus 26. Might be 4-down territory, but let's see what the call is here. Receiver makes the grab, and they pick up the first out of the 23, getting closer to the red zone.
Well, that's exactly how you dice up a zone coverage. Nice throw downfield here on third down, and a really good route to give the quarterback a chance to make that play.
And that catch is hauled in. They bring him down, but that's a solid gain on the play.
It's really good timing here between the quarterback and the receiver. And how about the receiver downfield? Does a nice job of finding that open space in the zone of the defense. And as a defense, you're just basically throwing your hands up in the air.
Makes the grab in the end zone. Touchdown, South Florida. How important was that touchdown, Kirk? It's now a two-possession game here in the second half.
It's a great job of this offense with their execution and having situational awareness here in the second half. They now have, as you said, Chris, this two-possession lead. They got a great chance to finish it off and get a win.
Here comes the point after attempt. Extra point makes the lead 11. The kickoff team on the field now as they get set to send this one away. He's going to return it from near the goal line. And he stopped at the 20. Tried to make something happen, but that's good coverage there. The Georgia State offense on the field now. Difficult to win games kicking field goals. To cut into this lead, they got to find the end zone. First down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be? Tight end goes in motion before the snap. And the ball is handed off out of the shotgun. Gets some space around the 30. Solid gain there. Moves the ball out to the 32. To first and 10 play coming up for the offense. They'll feed the back again. And as we take a break, take a quick look at how the national rankings stack up in the chase for those playoff positions. One quarter to go. Let's see if this sets up as a classic finish. Here we go. First play of the quarter. Offense setting up for a second down play. And the quarterback looking to make a play through the air. Here's the throw deep downfield. Deep ball is caught for a huge gain here. That's a big gain deep into plus territory. They'll spot it near the 30.
The defense is spread all over the field, creating some one-on-one matchups, and the quarterback makes them pay for it.
And they'll run it. Hand it off to the running back. The junior able to bring him down quickly. Second down after that run on the previous play. From the shotgun, it's a handoff. Tackle made after a nice pickup on the play. Here we go. First and goal. A touchdown here gets him right back into this game. It's press coverage now from these DBs. Here's the handoff on first and goal. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Georgia State. That's a crucial score. Kirk makes it a one-possession game and makes the stretch run of this very interesting.
Yeah, now the pressure turns to their opponent and their offense. The momentum is starting to tilt, and it's your job to go into your 4-minute offense. But I'd expect this defense to be extra aggressive to try to get this ball back.
And he'll set up to throw. And it's picked off in the end zone.
The attempt at the two-point conversion is no good. That keeps the score.
Getting set to kick the ball off now.
14, Georgia State.
He's going to try for a return from a couple of yards deep in the end zone. Solid job by the coverage team to bring him down at the 16. Here comes the South Florida offense back on the field. Crucial possession. This game just got tighter. They love to play keep away, chew on the clock. How will they call it here? Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a first down.
But how about this aggressive approach by this offense? They've got the lead in the fourth quarter, and these guys are continuing to throw the football. I think the offense coordinator understands that he can't allow his team to get too comfortable or complacent, even with having a lead here in the fourth.
Pre-snap motion from the offense. Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. They make the stop, but not before a solid gain that time. That's an important first down on that running play.
And that's good enough for a first down.
And they'll keep it on the ground, trying to run some clock. Brought down, but it's past the line to gain.
Boy, this guy just keeps playing good football. He's like a bowling ball out there. Gets low pad support, running over top of defenders. Just a gritty runner, and a big part of the reason they're enjoying this lead here in the fourth quarter.
He's across the 25. And a big gain before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs.
Outstanding blocking on the left side of that offensive line. That's really what opened up this play. They did their job, and you can see the results. You burst open and get a big gain on the ground. If I were them, I'd keep going to that side and see how much more success they can have.
So here comes second down now. Every play important down here in the red zone. Brought down just a few inches short of that first down marker.
Positive yards are always important for an offense, but at this stage of the game, late in the ball game, playing with the lead, you're thinking about working that clock and continuing to keep the ball in bounds.
Third down here. Time for perhaps one more play before the 2-minute warning. So the clock stops as we head into the final 2 minutes of play here. This defense needing to step up and make a play now. Offense facing a third down now. They can still get a first down without scoring. And the quarterback will just sneak it here. And now it's the defense that calls timeout here, trying to get organized and preserve as much clock as possible.
Good call here by the offensive coordinator. Go with quarterback sneak here on 3rd and inches, and he's going to get the first down. It's a great time to catch the defense off guard. Get up to the line of scrimmage quickly, get the lineman down, quarterback under the center, quick snap, and get the yardage you need for the first down.
First and goal. If they play this right, they can pretty much put the game on ice. keep it on the ground, trying to power in for the touchdown. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, USF.
Well, that's why you practice right there, Chris. This offense had the pressure, the game on their back. They deliver, they get a touchdown, and now make this a two-possession game with under 2 to go. Like their odds of closing this game out.
Back in motion now. Scanning the field. It's Johnson. Locates the tight end. It's complete. And he'll make it into the end zone to increase the lead even more.
South Florida, 22.
Looks like they're lining up to attempt an onside kick.
Number 11, set to kick off.
And looks like the hands team are able to recover the football.
Hey, it's the fourth quarter here. They're trying to get that football back. I don't blame them. Unfortunately, they couldn't come up with it.
And the Panthers offense back out there now. Their last possession was a beautiful, balanced touchdown drive. Can the defense come up with answers this time? First down play call. How aggressive will it be? They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And it's caught in the crossing pattern. They make the tackle, but that pass creates a solid gain. Now they've got to hustle to the line and get set. Quarterback looking to pass here on second down. Looks downfield and connects with a wide-open wide receiver. Touchdown, Panthers. Strong game by this quarterback.
What a score by this offense, and the greatest thing, Chris, is they still left themselves a little bit of time, and now you're thinking onside kick if they can recover it. You never know.
PAT up and good. They get a little bit closer. I believe they're going to line up here and go for the onside kick. And the receiving team has recovered. Looks like the hands team did its job. Here comes the Bulls offense back onto the field. Can they play keep away here? Just protect this lead in the final 2 minutes. Breaking tackles. And now a timeout taken by the defense, trying to preserve as much clock as possible for their offense.
Timeout, Georgia State.
Second down after that run on the previous play. They flip it to him on the jet sweep. That's a strong stiff arm. And he's shoved out of bounds by the defense short of the first down marker.
After 38, it's third down.
Okay, it's third down after that run. And, of course, they'll work the clock here, keep it on the ground. And he's brought down, but there is a flag on the field. Let's check out this call. Obviously, the defense will decline that penalty on the offense and take the result of that play. Rolling the dice a bit, up one possession and going for it on fourth down. They need to convert. He'll drop back. And it's incomplete, and the drive will fizzle out here in the final minutes.
Boy, interesting call to me, Chris. With the lead, a chance to maybe settle for a field goal, make it a two-possession game. Instead, the aggressive approach. Now you give your opponent a chance to get back in this game.
This line getting set up. It's a first down play. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Finds that big tight end for a short pass. They'll have to hurry now. Second down with the clock ticking.
Man, give the defense a lot of credit. You're taking away the elite receiver. That primary target forces the quarterback to find a second or third option. They give him positive yards, but anytime you can take away the big play late in the game, it's going to help you be able to secure victory.
The clock is still running. They got to get set quickly. On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. Quarterback takes off now, looking to scramble. Second down play coming up for this offense. Quarterback will spike the ball to stop the clock.
Brings up third down. On the ready.
Third down play, looking for a fresh set of downs. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. He's looking to make a big play downfield. Very nearly intercepted. That would have been it. They got one final chance here on fourth down.
Fourth down now, and defensively, you're just asking these guys to make one more stop to seal the victory.
Down one possession in the fourth quarter, and the offense is going to try to convert here on fourth down. Looking to throw for the first down. He's going to take another shot right here. Makes the catch for a huge gain right near the sideline. And smart choice, he'll step out of bounds to stop the clock. That's good execution.
Hey, you're trailing late in a game like this. You're looking to get the ball thrown to the outside on the perimeter, make a nice catch, pick up positive yards, and then get out of bounds. If that defense is going to give it to you, take it every time.
Quarterback escapes the pocket. He'll avoid the big hit with the slide. And the offense will spend a timeout, stopping the clock with 22 seconds remaining.
Boy, the defense trying to get after this quarterback. I love the concept. I love the idea. Here, they don't give up the big play. They prevent him from getting out and picking up huge yards.
So down here in the red zone, every yard tough to find. Here is a crucial play coming up. Takes the snap and takes off on the run. Ball carrier brought down at the 4. Offense in great scoring position here. Here we go. Third down, close to the goal line. They can still get a first down without scoring.
Is incomplete. Coming up, fourth down.
Here we are late in a one-score game, and they're going to go for it on fourth down. Crucial play here. They go to the air, looking to the end zone. Touchdown, Georgia State. This passing game is on fire today.
I mean, this is an unbelievable game. We have seen everything in this game. A touchdown now with under 10 seconds to go. And believe it or not, they're an extra point away from winning this game.
Now a timeout is taken with just 5 seconds remaining. PAT gives them a 1-point lead here in the fourth. Pressure PAT is good, and they take the lead here in the final seconds. Kickoff team is on the field. Let's see if they give the returner a chance to bring this one back. Return begins inside the 10. Stop at the 22. That's pretty solid coverage there. Offense needs points quickly here, trying to dial up some explosive plays. Let's see what they've got called. Quarterback pre-snap adjustments now for this defense. Looking to pass. It's Johnson. And the clock winding down. They'll take a deep shot. And it's intercepted as he threw it into heavy traffic that time. Not a long return, but the pick changes possession. The offense will take over at the 28. Well, they had some high hopes, Kirk, coming into this game. They practiced well, prepared well. They were optimistic, but things just did not work out. And that's a tough loss.
Yeah, their opponent just made more plays than they did, plain and simple. But there's a lot to learn from losses like this, and the smart coaches know how to use them to motivate their team moving forward.
And that is going to wrap it up. We enjoyed this one here. For Kirk Herbstreit, I'm Chris Fowler, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.